It is a beautiful morning here in Kentucky at the iconic Buffalo Trace Distillery, one of the oldest in America and home to some of the most sought-after bottles in the world. Today, the bourbon legends are on site to explore its rich history, legendary flavors, and behind-the-scenes secrets. So sit back and join us as we step into this historic distillery and discover what makes Buffalo Trace truly legendary.
All right, it is a early morning. It's a nice brisk morning, the sun's out, and we are at the iconic Buffalo Trace Distillery, and today is a Blanton's and an Eagle Rare kind of day, so not a lot of people in the line, but we're going to show you who is in line and give you an idea of what goes on here at the distillery. So the distillery opens at 9 a.m. and as you can see, this is where you actually enter the facility here at Buffalo Trace. And these are called snakes. If you don't know what a snake is, they have these parking lots here that are lined up, and you just kind of get in line, and that would be a snake, and a second snake, a third snake, a fourth snake. So
you guys are going to be behind here.
So this is it, and they're all in line here to get a Blanton's or Eagle Rare. So this is the first place you'll go when you get into Buffalo Trace, and once you get your little wristband, then you can walk out and see what all there is to see here on the grounds. So we'll just see what's going on here at Buffalo Trace this morning. Tours, tastings, and gift shop. So you guys want to head to the gift shop?
Yes.
We will go that way. So I'll give you a little tip, okay? If you're going to buy cases at the gift shop, when you come to the parking area, see this? Park in the far left corner when you pull in. Because that way you won't have to tote your stuff near as far when you leave. Although I may lie to you, because those people are not getting to go out of the exit like they normally do. Normally, right here where this white sign is, don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, used to could walk out that way, but I guess they've changed things up here at Buffalo Trace. So people are walking out with cases of goods.
Is that just regular Eagle 10?
So here is the gift shop, and you can see all the old mold that grows on from the angel's share. And there's Bondage Storage Building GF. I don't know if you can see at the very top, but there's a cornerstone, if you will, that says OFC. Does anybody know what OFC stands for out there? If you do, leave a comment in the section there. What is OFC? So now we're going to enter into the gift shop here at Buffalo Trace. And yeah, they've changed things up since the last time I was here. We're walking in a different way. This is where the tours normally start up, and you can get your sample of Traveler whiskey. Trying to give that stuff away, I believe. And then you will enter into the gift shop where you can see Dicko Pickle is making a run because he thinks they're going to have Pappy 24 and a half back there. which they will not have here at the distillery. So plenty of Traveler, some dogs. That's a nice shirt there.
Yeah.
And here is some dog toys, dog chews, a dog bowl, Buffalo Trace dog bowl. Yeah, they have changed this up since I was here in April. I guess after the flood has changed things. Good selection of hats. Buffalo Trace Eagle Rare. You know, I'm still looking for that Weller hat. There's an E.H. Taylor. There, look at that. There's the Weller hat. Black Weller hat. Even some socks if you need socks. And you can walk out of here with as much Buffalo Trace as you desire.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? No, you're fine. I'm
So we're going to walk around, see a little bit more. There's the Pappy Van Winkle. And we've got more Pappies. Lots of Freddy's Root Beer. I will be leaving with a case of Freddy's Root Beer for sure. Do like that stuff. Here, we'll walk you through the bottle section here. Today's drop was Eagle Rare and Blanton's. If you've ever seen that much Blanton's in your life. And just cases and cases and cases of Traveler, Sazerac, Bourbon Cream. You name it, it may be here. Some White Dog. Mash number 1. Want a case of Buffalo Trace? Inquire at the front.
Okay, so I got to pee.
So more Blanton's, more Eagle Rare, $42.99. Probably one of the cheapest places you will find it. See what's over in here. We have more Blanton's, more Eagle Rare, Christmas presents, a Freddy's Root Beer t-shirt. That Freddy's Root Beer is really good stuff, I'm going to tell you. You mix that with a little bourbon cream, and you've got something going on. For sure. We have little coasters, like a little Weller's coaster for $7.95. Here is the line. Check out the line. Everybody here is just wanting to get out of here now. They wait in line to get in. They wait in line to get out. And Blanton's maple syrup even. If it can be marketed, it will be here. I will guarantee you. I don't know what this is, but it's something Blanton's. I don't know. Cocktails. Bar mats. If you want to cheat, you can even buy your Blanton's toppers here. Blanton's. Blanton's. You need to buy your stave to put your toppers in. More if you are a cigar man or a cigar woman. You can buy your Pappy Van Winkle cigars here in this little humidor. And then finally, they have glassware. Get your Eagle Rare glassware. In this section, your E.H. Taylor glassware. In this section, probably going to move over here to the Buffalo Trace. Get you a Buffalo Trace decanter. I know it's hard to see this glassware, but we'll move on over here to this one, see what we have here. There's the George T. Stagg, Blanton's glassware, and of course my favorite, the Weller glassware. I love Weller products. So anyway, this is inside the Buffalo Trace gift shop 2025 October. So we'll be right back with some more.
Well, the boys didn't find any super allocated bottles on the shelves, but they did decide to take a walk around the grounds and look over this historic site.
So if you ever need any Blantons, this is the Blanton's bottling hall here at Buffalo Trace. There's one pallet of just the single barrel regular Blantons, and there is another barrel. And what do we have here, Will?
Let's see.
That's Blanton's Gold.
Yeah, Blanton's Gold. Yeah.
Blanton's Gold. Yeah, why don't you just grab a case of that and we'll walk out with it?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
You know, but anyway, so yeah, this is where the magic happens inside of the Albert B. Blanton. And look inside. I don't know if you can see in there or not. It's a glare on the window, but they're actually in there bottling Blantons right now. So if you ever get a hankering for Blantons, that would be the place that you would go to. You keep that under lock and key, right? We can't get in there and take any with us. Well,
if you got in there and you don't have a tour guide with you, that's what you need. You need your
tour guide. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
you can't go in unless you got that tour
well, we
guide.
didn't really want to go in and do much besides take some of it out with us.
Well, you all on your own on that.
Uh-oh. Well,
Hey.
I guess we'll keep walking.
Hey, even though you can't tell, there's cameras everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that goes in and they act like they want to take them, and I said, all I'm saying is I'm not the one going to be chasing you. You know, you take all you want. I don't care.
I hear you.
Somebody else will catch it.
Oh, definitely. I'm not going to burn myself out over it.
I'm waiting.
So there's the big water tower there that's pretty famously been in a few videos and pictures. But you see all this piping here that runs. This is where the magic actually happens. So yeah, they pump. And this is kind of unique to at least Buffalo Trace. It's such an old distillery that you know, that's how they did things. And you will see also, I think I can show you up here, there's some railroad tracks to where that is where you know, they roll barrels here. And I was hoping that we might actually catch a couple of barrels being rolled. Yeah, here's the we'll see. This is the bottling barreling house, I believe. When I've done the tours here, well, things have changed up though, honestly, since I guess the flood hit, because they used to, if you can see the tracks there, they would barrel inside of that building there, bonded storage building. They would come out, the barrels, there's a barrel there. Let's see if we can't, oh, it's going the other way, huh?
Yeah. They got them lined up on the rails going that way.
Huh.
Going downhill.
Going down, okay.
Yeah, they
well,
don't typically roll uphill.
no, but they used to come here and you'd see there was this elevator.
Oh, yeah.
And it would go up the elevator.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then we'll follow this rail. I'll show you I'll get you guys a better view here. So you see the rail here, okay? And there's a barrel that's being rolled out. But they would roll up this barrel, and they would roll up this sidewalk here along these tracks. And then they would go into the storage brick house here, and you can see there's an elevator, a barrel elevator, that would take you all the way up to whichever floor you needed to go to, and then they would roll the barrel off. So, and then as barrels would come down, you can see here this track that was. So you had barrels going in, you had barrels coming out. And the barrels that would come out would roll down let's pretend we're a barrel. And we would actually roll. So gravity is working for you here. As you would come down the railway, you would go into your next building. And I don't know what the name of the warehouse is here. But this is a pretty good way, you know, back in the day before they had forklifts and everything, that's how they would get the barrels from one place to the other. Oh, hold on. Got to stop. Look both ways. All right, now we can continue. And then the barrel would roll on through and go down. We'll walk down there in just a second. But right now what we want to do is we want to go into, it's a commemorative barrel here.
All right,
We're going to show you.
Pre-gauge.
This was the
Pre-gauge is where we get our
Warehouse
car
V. And there's something pretty cool that I think that you all would want to see. Now, I know when we were at Jim Beam, we got to see what barrel, Will, was it at?
19 million?
19th million?
19 million.
Well, look here what we have in this building here. Right here is the 9 millionth barrel that was barreled here on August 13th of 2025. The 9 millionth barrel of Buffalo Trace product. Right there. So that's pretty neat. And then I'll show you just right over, you can't really see it, but right back over in here is where the river was that flooded in April of this year, 2025, and flooded pretty much all of these grounds here. So let's take a walk and look at this bondage storage building here. And what you may notice is the windows are open. And that's because it's still considered to be summer, I guess you'd say. And they're letting that ventilation come through the buildings. So we'll be right back, and we're going to try to show you some barrels rolling down the railroad train cars. So this building here is the warehouse. And earlier there were some barrels coming out of that warehouse. So maybe we'll get lucky and we'll see where these barrels were going. You don't see any barrels coming down, do you? Well, we've got some up here. They're doing some cleaning, still doing cleanup, I think, from the, oh, he's cleaning barrels. Maybe that's how they clean barrels here, I don't know. But there are the barrels on the railroad train carts, or barrel rail, if you will, coming out of this warehouse. And they're actually being brought down, and they're being loaded into this 18-wheeler. And then they're going to be taken away for bottling or storage or something here. See, they're lined up there into the shed. So we're going to take a walk over here. And as you can see here, Will, I'll show you this. This here is the number of barrels that are going into this building right now. So far today, 742 barrels have been delivered into the shed. 743 barrels. We've got a couple of LED lights missing, but we'll keep track of it for you. 743 barrels so far today. And we'll just see if we can get a sneak peek. I really wish we could have got a tour here. We couldn't, so we're doing our own little tour before we go back to the gift shop before we head out. But we just wanted to give you a little peek of what's happening, and I think we're going to. It just says Safety glasses required. I didn't bring my safety glasses,
And I think you stay behind the chain. You'll be okay.
but we're going to look in and see what's going on. So they are rolling out the barrels here. So those are all empty barrels that are coming into this barrel shed where they will be prepped for filling. So you can see them rolling in from left to right over here. And like we said, so far today they've brought in a little over 745 barrels, and it is just about 10 o'clock this morning. So they've got the facility running, going good, and getting that distillate filled so you can fill your bottles with it. All right, we're going to walk under the iconic water tower here. See, Will is in under the water tower. In case he gets thirsty, there's plenty of water there.
Or if I catch on fire from all the alcohol.
Yeah, well, it could burn inside your gullet.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry folks, I hate to walk you into the sun, but it's only one way we can actually do this, so we're gonna try to do it. I'll turn you this way. So above you here is where the water and mash and whatnot follow through. You know, I bet, Will, we might be able to see into this building again right here. Give you a little different perspective. There's some bottles over there. And the barrels just keep coming in. One at a time coming off of the truck. Interesting process for sure. Now I'm confused. Where are we at?
Well, we just walked under the water tower.
Okay.
And then we can go this way just a little bit. Then we'll turn around and go back.
All right. And then the parking lot is just to our right. And you see there's still a line. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's still a line for people trying to get their Eagle Rare and their Blantons. And I bet you we're going to get one more shot of this through these open windows. Look, this one never closes, I guess. But look at all those barrels. Brand new barrels that will be shortly filled with distillate. See them here moving down the line. Quite the automated little system they've got going on here. And then I guess I don't really know what these buildings are back here. Some sort of a storage tank of something. And
All those barrels are moving down right through this little shed right here on the conveyor.
I'm going to assume this is the filling line. If they're coming down this line and you've got your big tanks up here, if you will. I smell alcohol, do you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this must be where they're going to be filled.
Yeah. I mean, you would think so. Empty barrels going in this way.
Yeah.
A building, big tanks. You know.
And then,
you have to stop.
and then it says the tour is required to stop, so they're not going to let us go any farther. But yes. What does our map say what this area is?
Well, it doesn't spit.
That's because they don't want us to know.
That's right.
But I would say by the smell of White Dog and the empty barrels rolling in there, that's where they get filled.
Pretty good possibility.
Yeah. You know, we're pretty sleuthy. We can figure these things out. When they don't put it on the map that they don't want you to know what they're doing in there, that probably means they're doing something pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, folks, this is just our little brief walkthrough at Buffalo Trace Distillery here in Frankfort, Kentucky. And if you're ever up in this way, I don't know, look here, Will.
Yeah.
I think they must have pressure tested that barrel, see?
Yeah. It's got a little bit of water around it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I bet the
checking
next
leaks.
one, yeah, that one you can't see the bung, but I'm sure they're pressurized them, put a little water in there.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure there is no leaks, but they're running through.
They're moving right along.
And, you know, we were at a distillery a day or so ago, and they could fill their 53-gallon barrel in about 60 seconds.
And they were
So
filling 4 barrels at a time.
4 barrels at a time. So I'm sure Buffalo Trace can equal that, if not surpass it. All right, folks. Well, anyway, if you like this kind of content, be sure and like and subscribe and share it to all your friends. Pardon me. And go out there and be legendary, okay? All right, have a good day.
Well, that's a wrap from Buffalo Trace. Go out and be legendary.